This Touch New Zealand event is proudly supported by Bunnings Warehouse.
Tēnā rā koutou katoa, nau mai ki tēnā o ngā whiringa toa. It is the 40 men's final. My name is Hikapene, and the other two commentators have just bolted. So I'll do it by myself with the crew there, Chucky, but no, welcome. It is a pleasure to be here. Here we have the three adjudicators for this one, Maya, and there would have been some scrutiny on getting these finals today, Maya?
Yeah, this is what the referees are always looking forward to, the last day of a tournament, and this is, while not the last day of the Opens tournament, it definitely is of the Masters tournament. So those three referees have been working hard, and there's just a big shout out to all the referee coaches. I think there's about 20 of them now when I look around the fields, and they've definitely got the toughest job throughout the week, and sitting out there through 14 rounds in any condition, and trying to give some of these referees coaching. And it's pretty hard when it comes to refs like John Dusto giving him coaching.
Yeah, nice. Well, I do see that we have the Cantabrians in here. So much experience amongst this Canterbury team. Just a few names. There's obviously a few players you would have adjudicated games with as touchbacks men. Just a couple to point out there, Mike.
Yeah, it's really different actually. I remember when I first went to Canterbury, I heard about Eli before I ever knew Eli, and it was quite scary what I had heard. So going over and seeing that they were facts that I had been told was actually quite scary. But another one in Scotty Grant, and it was more of an aura around someone like Scotty Grant, who was just so good. Just a big shout out there. We just seen Jason Dick for the Waikato team come out there. Just another local lad, a Paidor boy who's lived a lot of his life over in the Hamilton there.
Yeah, I do see Paidor's just got talent all over the place, eh? Not just famous for its flash haircuts, as that old ad goes there, Mike. Were you in that ad?
No, I wasn't in that ad. No, I don't even think I was alive when that ad was out.
No, you were definitely alive, because my mate was in it, and he's younger than you, Marcus Tokiri. And a big shout out to the native sons there from the Hauraki. But joining us is none other Taku Tuakana, te o ngā pauako, kei Waitaha, tēnā koe Nacho.
Yeah, ngā mihi kia korua e tēnei rā. This is round robin games don't mean anything when it comes to gold medal rounds, and my 30s side were in the plate semi against Waikato, and man, it was a Canterbury Waikato turnout. We got the chocolates, so I'll be here for as long as I can, but the players in this Canterbury team in particular that I'm quite close with, these were when I first joined Canterbury Touch, these were the guys playing open men's, and back in those days, boys, you'll know, Masters used to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you'd go to the Opens, and several of these boys would win gold medals for the 30s, and then they'd roll out and win gold medals in the Open grade. But just looking at some of these faces, Grant Robinson, Naser Silbury, Scott Grant, Ben Seabeck, Matt Withers, Corey Tofari, countless across the board. Not only do you have National Open men's winners, you've got Masters winners at Nationals, you've got World Cup champions, some of them coming back to back off Coffs Harbour and Kuala Lumpur. So, and then on the flip side, the Waikato men's side, any one of those players down there you could just roll off. Johnny Blaze, our man, has probably got 2 more provinces to go before he's got the complete package of the Monopoly table.
He'll never be coming to the Valley.
Right, eh?
He'll never be coming to the Valley. Never is a big word to say, brothers, but I'm looking forward to the battle, especially the dynamics and the differences in these games. We saw it in the women's 27s. Waikato with the ability to pass the ball and put on plays. Canterbury, they'll look to run. This team was built on run.
Nice, yeah, run. I think that's a song, isn't it? Run around somewhere. But hey, I just want to say, I remember calling the 30 men's final in Rotorua, and I see the same name, so they're just getting gold medals from each grade, aren't they, these dudes?
Yeah, and I said that to the Waikato boys in the 30s grade in the plate semi, just before. They know that it's a totally different package that we're rolling out now. I've got some inexperienced guys, and as you can see, they've moved from grade to grade. I don't know if these boys will go to the 45s. I think they got a little bit too much pride, but it's good to see some quality referees out here too for this 40 men's final.
Ka pai, and Maya just mentioned earlier on, he just saw a couple of familiar faces, but I see Jerry Maniaputo, Gavin Downs, he's been giving back. Tonga Marshall, good character, the brother, coming through. Obviously, here we go. We've got the Canterbury team, and I'll leave it up to Nacho to call this
Number one, Grant Robertson. Michael Davis, who was available for my 30s side, is now playing 40. Scott Grant, the guru of touch. Benny Seebeck with all his speed and experience. Mark Elliott, Eli Donovan, and Brendan Short will be in the middles. Matt Withers, Fergus also, and then down the list we go further down into Rod, Hamish, Johnny Mason, and surprisingly not in the number 13 shirt, but a former 50 Test touch black and New Zealand captain, Nazy Silbury.
Yeah, Mr. Kaiawa himself, just doing amazing things down there in that tournament. Got to catch up with him last night, but here we have Hugh Dick Moore, Maniaputo, Gavin Downs, Mohirua Wilson, Cotterill, Dane Randall, Tonga Marshall, I'm sure he played Masters for New Zealand, Chelsea, Te Whare, Te Ura, Woolen, Danny Beattie, and rounding off this Waikato 40 men's team is Royden Glassy, the coach is Amarua Te Whare, the manager is Denise Erb, and the must be the Gopher supporter is Harold Ranui, and that is your Waikato 40 men's team. This is the gold medal match for the 2023 Bunnings Warehouse Touch National Championship. Maya, three great refs for this one.
Yeah, Shay Spivey's the lead ref in this game, and he'll start us off. We've also got Stacey Bannister. Had a great game on the live stream yesterday, and to round it out, we have our man from the Canterbury, been a long-time referee, many finals, so I'm sure this will be just another game for him.
Yeah, I think someone's just doing a bit of a burnout in the background there, just to start this one off. So we have Waikato running from left to right on your screen in the black, yellow and slightly amber colours, just coming up the field. Coming around on a sweep there, we've got Danny Beattie, and they're just taking their time on picking their targets here, Nacho.
Yeah, 100%. What you will know is the classical corner shutdown defence here from Canterbury. They won't go into man on unless it's a mirror situation if someone gets cooked. You'll see a predominant touch profile, whether or not they're on the left hand or the right hand, and then they'll force the players back onto the strong side and look for a shutdown and let their wingers do their job. But I'm looking forward to this battle. One thing I do know, 40's grade with these two teams, it's going to be physical.
And here we go, so it's a 21 ruck far side. This is generally, if your skill set's got to be right up to the mark because you're trying to get the players off. They may not sub this one. Yeah, here we go, Mikey's, or DW Sport, they don't bring them any fitter down there in the south, do they, Nacho? But just coming through, yeah, just see that's Cully there, Seebeck. We've just said these names for years and years. Nice flow, and on come the fresh legs. Scotty might be part of this series. He's on the ball. Tau Whare. Here's Nazer. Awesome. Caught up with Nazer last night for dinner. He's doing awesome things. But what about the test caps between these two? We might go short side here, Nazer, eh? Yeah. He's done this for years too on the same paddock. Corey Tau Whare. Great touch there, but what a first set from Waitaha Canterbury.
When you've got the ability to sub off Davis, Dornable, and Stewart, and then you can roll out Tau Whare, Grant and Silbury, you've got a pretty handy stock. But keep a close eye on their touch profiles here, Hick. I know that you're a big man on fundamentals. As soon as one of the Waikato boys comes in with a double hand and squares up, they're going to look to cook and shoot.
Nice. It must be exciting when you get called to do a big final, as a ref for the first time.
Yeah, it depends, because if you get called to do the final you didn't want to be on, then probably having a little bit of a drop lip, as you see Scott Grant go in there, 6 again. Just in that first transition set from the Canterbury team, I think we've seen the big difference, and that's leg speed. You've seen almost every one of those players get on the outside of their opposite defender. So Waikato are going to have to be super connected and stay to their structures. Otherwise, this Canterbury team, I think, will just run around them.
Yeah, there you go. Just
sort of see it there. We see, unfortunately, Beattie not quite in the right position there. The Waikato link knew that he couldn't get out. Called to his man, the winger, to shut, but there was just no chance. 2-on-1 and all the space.
Classic OZ play. Bounced the link out. Young Fergus there's just, he's in his 40th year, number 11, there at link. So very, very young. He's the youngest you can get in terms of this age grade, and obviously you're looking to identify that and bounce your link out. Old school play, always effective.
And here we have the GM of touches out there. I see a big G, Robertson, number 1 here. Good to see him back in his home colours. Tonga's on the ball. Yes, nice work. very good positioning from the adjudicator there, Mauri?
Yeah, anything happen in the middle of the field, you're normally going to be at the feet of the referee. A lot of refs seem to anchor them that
Not going to give him that one for, just being in the right spot.
Hey, look, I always loved it when my brother scored tries at my feet and I didn't have to go too far. In fact, I used to tell him, can you make sure you try and do that?
Oh, another fundamental. Sometimes there's real early nerves. I know, when you used to come up against Canterbury, some teams are just like, oh no, but I'm sure they'll shake those early nerves. Here we go, Riders. He's played for nearly every province in the country, hasn't he? Too many he hasn't played for.
Got to get around those tents, boys. I tell you what, screenshot that one. Nice little wee cheeky play with the hand, but it's going to be those little things that Waikato can bring in. But we go back to the fundamentals. Came in square. If you're not going to get to the side and play the ball and take the referees out of play, you're bringing them in. So
good energy comes on Gavin Downs here.
Yep, key member for this Waikato team, Gavin Downs. If they're to win, he's going to have a big hand in that victory.
Yep. It just seemed to be quite happy to kill the in this right-hand corner. Once again, it's just one of those spots that takes a bit of mahi to get the players off, but they're just really in tune. There's Mikey. He could still be playing open men's, my mate. But come on, he's Seabeck coming around here nice and direct, as most good Canterbury teams do.
Yeah, 100%. They've got a couple of yarding packages that they can go to, but they love to feed the ball to one side and check back in, as you'll see Davis here for Taufari. Taufari drops the ball. Davis looking to manipulate the defence with a peel. They're into numbers, and it's a draw feed, and it's clinical with the touchdown there for Canterbury coming off the back of yards.
Yeah, this is the 40 men's final. Just look at that skill set there. They go out to a 2-0 lead. So it's a 33 platform, Mikey. Yeah, they corner there and he comes around on a little peel, as we used to say in the old day. Then Seabeck, it's a 2v1, right to left in the corner, and a great finish there by Mark Elliott. Mark
Elliott, he's a bit of a soldier, World Cup champion as well, coming out of Kuala Lumpur. May even be a back-to-back where they won in Coffs Harbour, but great set of hands, does his job, plays the ball clean, and understands the defensive system. So a great team man, Mark Elliott.
It's always good when you have a great set of hands, isn't it, Mike? You can do just so much things with a great set of hands.
Good bottle of moisturiser keeps things nice and moist, so there's no calluses there from the hard mahi you do on your tough job that you have there, Hiccup.
Yep, navigator, helping those whānau, dreams and aspirations. Self-centred, self-led, whānau order.
We see the second try there from Canterbury. I'd be very surprised if many of the Canterbury tries are scored in the middle. I think they know what their strength is over the top of the Waikato boys, and that's their leg speed. So I think we'll be seeing a lot of things that set them up to bring them in nice and tight on the defence, and they'll be just scoring outside on the wing all day.
Yeah, Taufari's the mix-up. He's very crafty in the middle of the field. Otherwise, they'll stick to their systems. He'll look for the cheeky ones. Here he is. Dornable, they look for the peel. Yeah, so not deep enough there. Eli Dornable, he's never one to shy away from letting you know what you haven't done correctly, but here's Scotty Grant as well. So if you don't already know, Eli Dornable, a former football player, still tries to run around in the winter, but as you can see, he's tried to kick there. I'd penalise him and bin him if he did that again.
Wow, massive call. He's actually not too bad with the old tennis racket too, isn't he?
Very, very talented tennis racket, represented Canterbury as well in tennis and football, so multi-skilled athlete.
Yeah, big easy. Nice man.
I might just renege on that word, athlete.
You said it, not me. Here we go, but Gavin Downs, and he's a good nick.
Very good nick. I'm not sure, put us to, not us to shame, put me to shame there. Sorry, boys, I won't throw you in my walker there, but he's looking in great nick. Super fit.
Throw me under that pie or pahi, eh?
I seen him in an earlier game and he just absolutely destroyed. I think it was the Wellington 40 men single-handedly. So here he is. No doubt he'll get it, step back and go under.
Yeah, running a phase there over the top. Yep. Great finish.
No forward pass. Excellent. 2-1. That's what I want to see. I actually had a text after that first final from members of the drop-off committee, and they said you didn't even say anything about a drop-off that whole first final. So, look, I want to apologise. It's the only thing I really want to happen at the end of this game is for it to be a draw and a drop-off.
Who is this drop-off committee? Is it self-appointed?
It's a secret society, and you're not invited.
Let's stop there. Secret society.
2-1 hit back there from the Waikato.
Can't say that in the Manawatu.
One committee, Hick, that Maya and I are both members of is the ban slam dunk tries committee, and I'm not too sure how you feel about the slam dunk in terms of touch basketball. We kicked the pie, but we've seen way too many mistakes that we've formed our own committee to ban it.
Beautiful.
Talk us through this one, Hick, on the replay,
Well,
please.
it's almost a mirror of the Waikato touchdown where they run a step back phase. So here we go. Mikey gets it. Beautiful drop by Wallace, left to right in the corner. Naza, I think, keeps this winger interested. So Naza's really tight there. And yes, she's all over Rover. Ban the slam, is it?
Ban the slam. Maya, I think we've got an inductee.
Well, I'll go against the grain. I'll go against it because it's actually, you'll see it in the youth grades, you know, where there's a bit of evolution of trends. So I'll put one down for the rangata.
Beautiful ball there from Gavin Downs. Hopefully it wasn't a forward pass. It was our sideline referee saying.
Touch.
He's on fire, Gav. But, you know, you might want to go and ask the physios what they think.
A little bit of whakapapa about Gavin Downs. He was in my World Cup New Zealand 35s team squad, and then ended up representing the Cook Islands, but very, very talented and very smart cookie. Maya, hopefully we get a replay here.
What's this paper?
Just around the back play here, Gavin, off his left, holds him up. That shutting defender just too out, went up a little bit early, a bit early, and he just passed him behind him, as you'll see him there. The wing defender comes up a little bit too high. Nays, I think it was. I think that gust of wind must have blown it forward because it must have been backwards out of the hand. 2-3, keeping it tight.
Yeah, it's the GD show here from the Waikato. Yeah, nice. Hey, you might see a slam dunk in this one, so be careful, boys.
I'll walk out if I do, but here we go. Scotty Grant looking for the 32 peel in the wrap.
No, only Peter Mack walks out of live commentary. Don't follow that fella. And I see he's left his book here. That's a massive fight.
Royden Glassy on screen there. Another one of the Pairo lads who's been a lot of time over in Waikato. Very, very gifted passer, both left and right. You see Scotty coming in there. Man. You know, I remember playing a few years back and he was saying, man, Scotty's real slow. Just man him up. Next minute. Hey, gold medal, see you later.
Yeah, it's way too crafty. They already know what these two have been playing together for 30 years.
Withers sold it too.
Yeah, Withers is the cell coming down the lane, and Grant
Scotty.
there. One thing I have been impressed with, and I said it yesterday, is the honesty I've seen in so many of the players where it could have been a close touch and a call, but the honesty is I didn't make him, especially on the movement of try. Very, very good honesty going throughout the tournament at the moment.
And even further to that is when they do touch them, but they know they were late, that the ball was down there, even saying in those moments. And I just find that to be awesome and just another one of the qualities of the sport of touch.
Well, there could be a slightly different retaliation at the Masters, if you call the old, I got you an honest. But it's all about the Uffy, isn't it?
That's it, Uffy whānau. If you've got something to say, make sure it's positive.
Yeah,
forward
just
pass.
End to end. Yes, end to end.
I'd love to see the replay there of the sideline referee. I actually thought he gave him the all clear. I'm not sure if it was just making his arm go across, as we see.
Must have been close.
He's pointing it down as if, and he was giving him the all clear.
So do you think it was the far side?
I think the on-field referee would have just thought that was forward, and you don't have to wait till the sideline referee. You're the on-field referee. Your decision is the one that counts. You only look up to the support referee if you're unsure.
Okay.
Canterbury straight back down into the Waikato yards.
Oh,
Mikey Davis has just done his hamstring, lads. This could be a bit of a game changer here.
I think he'll be okay.
Possibly maybe a little bit of cramp, hopefully, because
he'll be okay.
He was looking red hot.
Yeah, I think if anyone can stretch that out, D-Dub can stretch it out.
Oh yeah, D-Dub, fittest man on the planet down in Christchurch at the moment. So here we go, Waikato.
Gavin
2 points down.
Again.
Gavin Downs on the ball.
Yeah, just a bobble in the ruck there.
Maya, I talked about it in the 27 women's final about I would have been a lot smarter as a coach keeping Janelle Kavanagh just for attack, just because of her ability and speed. The way that Gavin Downs is running the ship here, I'd be very tempted to get him off ASAP, because one thing I know, Canterbury will run. You'd want Gavin, he's on the ball at the moment and he's red hot. You'd want him on attack as much as possible.
Yeah, the thing is he's the quickest in the team, and he's probably one of their better defenders too. So you can go out there and score 10, but if the other team scored 16, it's not so much of a help. So he, as we commented earlier, he looks super fit, and he probably can do a little bit of D there, but see him take the big breath in.
And that's exactly what just happened. It was quite stable D. I think sometimes too, you want to show the brothers that you can do the D, not just strictly attack. But yeah, that's very strategic, as you said there, Nacho. You can see both sides of the coin. But here we go. Tongatu, he's got a lot of experience here, so just go nice and keep going nice and direct. No downtime. This is a good combo, and if they can just get in behind the skates here, let's go on the fourth. Little skip pass. Oh, great work. Oh, just lost count. 6.
Yeah, Tonga Marshall, great supporter of a lot of kaupapa around the motu with touch, not only Waikato, heavily involved with the Wairere kaupapa and always a kind supporter. Not just that, Transformers, the T-Formers boys who roll out every single week out in Waikato and Module. What a great player he is, and a stalwart of Waikato touch.
T-Formers, from the Waikato. Yeah, another famous Module club.
Stacked up team at the end of the day, and Tonga, the koro of the team, does a great job. But Waikato with a turnover here, hopefully they can get it to 4-3 here, lads.
Yeah, good stuff. Back on again. Where's number 5? He may feature soon. Tamarius, he's been good. He lays a very, very stable platform here. Straight in, gets it back. He's sort of unassuming it. Yeah, that's great work, man. Holds, waits for that far side to bite him. Really nice attacking entry lines. And there we go, touchdown. And, it started with a hiss and a roar, as they say, from Canterbury. But Waikato, here he goes. He's live too. Riders is, probably squared up a little late. They're quite tight there on defence.
Reece, the Canterbury defence, I'm surprised that with how lethal their attack is, it's probably not matching their attack here on defence.
Too much time on the ball there from the first shutter there, Maya and Hika. Good profile, good pre-touch, took the corner away, the short side on the step back. That's when you really want your first shutter to be nice and tight, lifting and taking the time away from the passer. And he had an acre of time there to pick his moment. And unfortunately the insides have let their winger down there. Here goes Canterbury now.
Seabeck, man. How many gold medals have some of these dudes got? They're nuts.
Well, open men's and 30s. Gee, I've been into Scotty's little wee man cave there, and he would have. There's the show X. That's a forward pass out of the hands there, guys. Yep, well called by the referee.
Oh, the Big Easy, he won't be happy with himself. He's done everything. It was just the last pass.
Canterbury, Masters for Canterbury, Opens for Canterbury, World Cup medals. Geez, Scotty, great. You'd be up with a 25-30 for some of these guys that have been playing together.
A little museum down there, right?
He does, and I'll tell you what, if you want to talk about touch memorabilia, I'd love to see a Mike Daly, a Johnny Blaze and Scotty Grant spend a weekend together and share a little bit of memorabilia, because, you'd need a 5-bedroom house. But here we go, Waikato got a chance
to
close
Walters would be in there somewhere. Surely he'd be amongst that group.
Who was that?
Walters.
Oh,
he'd have a few things in his closet, wouldn't he? I shouldn't say closet, actually in his cabinet that he could share with everybody.
I tell you what.
Excuse me, Pete.
I tell you what, you boys are on today. You're on, both of you. The moisturiser, the closet. Here we go, Canterbury are looking to get back to touch. They're a little bit disconnected at the moment, Canterbury.
This is a whānau show, whānau, just,
100%, and Canterbury, they'll look to go into the half for 3 minutes. Naser Silverberry, still very strong to Davis. Davis looking to take short side. Look for the short peel again. Coming in short, Naser. Look at the way that they run. This is old school Canterbury touch here. Just working on pure speed. No touch there. Mike Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very powerful player. Especially, you're right, he could still be playing open men's. I tried to get him a couple of years ago for the men's.
And heads up to Royden Glassy too there, 17. And he was working, and he made them work really hard for that. So they get this out ball, comes around here, working. His wingers holding. It just misses. Yeah, and you talked about the honesty and the sportsmanship within our beautiful code. There it is right there in the 40 men's final.
Doesn't get any better than that. Old school Canterbury touch. Run, late cut.
Run. I keep hearing this run.
Yeah, well, it gets drilled into you as a young fella down there, and I can tell you what, almost 90% of these Canterbury players are coaching the young kids down at home to try and get a rejuvenation of.
There it is. Oh, great work there by the winger.
Yeah, they're all coaching in the youth grades trying to bring Canterbury touch back. It's going to be a long process, but it's going to come back. Where's our man, Gavin Downs? Short side, yeah.
Here he is. Oh, great work. Yeah, I thought it was a bobble in the ruck. What's that? Touch of pass?
Forward pass. Yeah, just that last pass there, unfortunately.
I thought they were picking up that. Yeah, okay.
Number one from Waikato steps through. Unfortunately, the winger just overran him a little bit.
Unlucky. lucky. You've got to nail those ones, and the big ones.
I know, but when they look close, and you've done everything right, and you've earned the right for a touchdown there.
Not going to second guess Stacey's 5 metres away.
No, that's right. 100%. Oh, good catch and pass. Beautiful catch and pass, and the touches down again there. Hamish Gemmell.
Yeah.
Hamish Gemmell, he's actually one of the players that he's a Kiwi boy, but he plays a lot of his touch over in the USA. Plays there for the Los Angeles team. Was that Hamish? That didn't actually look like Hamish.
Yeah, no, that's Hamish Gemmell.
It's Hamish,
Let me tell you a little bit about
No,
Hamish.
that's not who I thought it was. My bad. Sorry, it's another Hamish
He's pretty
Gemmell.
good in the deep blue, bit of a diver. Is that the same guy? Brings the crayfish back down for the brothers. Are you not on that list?
Now we're talking about it. Now we're talking with the craze. Hamish Gemmell 2 weeks ago blew his hamstring.
Oh, okay.
And wasn't travelling, and now here he is out here in a gold medal match getting the ball down. He was running a little bit of goal line attack against my lads and done his hamstring, but yeah, here we go. He's back into it. And
fooled everyone, eh? The old pull the hammy trick 2 weeks out.
Pull the hammy, throw a little bit of confusion in, and Nasa Silvery comes in, and there we go. All of a sudden gets him locked in. Here we go, Canterbury. This needs to be Waikato's best defensive set here, lads, going into the last 40 seconds of this half.
Yeah, well, they're definitely trying to get physical. Gav's out there. Mikey's back out there. Scotty Grant. They might run a little follow play here. Oh, what a pill. What a pill. And plus that, Scotty just stayed very tight to the ruck, which held up that outside defender because you couldn't release too early. So here we go. Just a little two-step to the left. Scotty, look, he's very tight. Holds there. It's this outside link that has to stay tight there, which pulls that winger. And touchdown in the corner. And man, Elliot again, the young lad.
Just looked at the body language there. Oh, what do we got? Hand in the ruck, was it? The body language there of the Waikato boys as they just come off there, just out in front of us, right on the Canterbury scoreline. So unfortunately,
there we have it, Maya?
Half-time break couldn't have come at a better time for the Waikato boys as Canterbury take a 7-3 lead into the first half of this 40 men's Masters final.
Well done, team. Keep it going. Keep it going. Good work. Yes, good side step. Excellent. Working forward. Well done. Well done, team. Good. For Bunnings Homegrown Heroes, but Mahi never stops. Thanks, mate. Okay, team, come on in. Let's go. Let's huddle up. Bring it in, guys. Nominate your homegrown hero today. 1, 2, 3.
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions.
Starts with touch.
Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
Kia ora koutou whānau. Welcome back to the half-time break of the men's Masters 40 Masters final between Canterbury and Waikato. Canterbury haka, really dominant first half. Just the speed to burn across the park, all of the players, not just one or two, but all of them, and the team that again have, for the majority of them, played for so many years together. Waikato doing well to stay in there, fighting really tough, particularly led on attack by Gavin Downs, and then also Hugh, the number 1 for Waikato. Those two are going to have a really big effort to pull the Waikato boys back into this one.
Yeah, I think, you hear people say, oh man, it seems to be a very, very simple game plan by Canterbury, but they do all those simple things just so well. Here they are on their tap-off play. They would have gone over this a lot. Here's on Mikey Davis. Ben Seaback may come on a backdoor sweep here. He's going to come around. Mike's going to pick feed him, go through the hands. Oh, that's good work, good defence, but beautiful to watch. You'll watch that same tap-off in the open men's. Just the last part of the execution, but that's a good start for Waikato.
Yep. Any stop that they can get, it's a good one. Now they just want to make sure they're nice and accurate, nice and direct. Don't go too lateral too early. Making sure they can get forward. Fortunately there, we just talked about that accuracy hooker, and on the third touch, it's a bit of a fumble in the roll ball, and Canterbury straight into it. Across the park in 2 touches, Seabeck after Mikey Davies using his leg speed. Unfortunately, Tofare couldn't quite pick that one up, a little bit low to the ground.
Yeah, it was a little bit, it's sort of how Waikato started the first half. A couple of early errors, but they're back on it. Nice and direct. Just got to keep going through. If they can get Gavin on this set, or number 1, really like the look of Demarius, and hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correct. Oh, here's Tonga. He's going to get on the ball. Good work. Yeah, short side. Short 7 there. Just I thought it was a bit short, but anyway, play on, and look how quick the transition is from this Canterbury 40 men's team. Yeah, nice. He goes to the GM. Grant, there's Nazer. Just kicking out to this. They do this well, like that. Number 6, he's the far winger, and they come in and utilise the whole 6. They do it well. With us here, real setting.
Good pick up there from the ref.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can just see where the 2 feet are positioned to know that if they pass it from there to there, it's going to be forward. So that's just experience there from the referee.
Great
Waikato got another chance. 2 sets, no touchdowns against them. So 7-3. It's going to be a big ask. Yep, we got time on the board, but it's going to be a massive ask for this Waikato team to not only be able to just get back in touch with, but to get over the top of this Canterbury team that just looks so sharp on attack.
Yeah. Marua Te Whare comes through. Marua, oh, great touch. And that's the commitment, Big Easy had the inside there, and Scotty Grant comes through. Big Easy again. Yeah, real good. Yeah, another back-to-back. These are, most Canterbury teams don't leave the door open like this, so they've got to capitalise. I haven't seen Gav. It'd be good to see Gav get out there for this set, and here he comes marching on. He's out there with Jerry Maniapoto. So it's a roll ball. What was that? Lost in the ruck, Maya? Uncontrolled?
Yep, that's what it was. Lost in the ruck. Yeah, definitely needed Gavin back out there. And here we see he'll just take a couple of settlers, just wait for all his troops to get on. And we see Hugh joining him out there on the right wing. Tonga just whipping himself out to the right-hand side.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time, aren't they?
Patience, I think. Patience is a virtue.
Oh, yeah, he wants the 33. Oh, what a touch. Great touch. Who is that? That middle for Canterbury. Is it... oh, yeah, they sort of really lost their way, that set.
Yeah. Don't really know what to say about that one, okay?
Yeah,
Well, Canterbury straight onto attack. Look at that. Seaback, all the pace in the world. And then we get it off to the number 11, Ferguson.
Look at this chase. Great chase, man. Jerry Maniapoto.
I'd already put that one on the scoreboard there. That was a great chase down from Maniapoto.
He comes good. Corey's looking nimble. Just sliding across the field there, Mr. Tofare.
I used that word nimble on day 1 and got a text to never again use that word. So,
okay.
Yeah.
For any reason? What a finish. Oh, was that a touch? Nah, great finish. And he's having an outstanding day there. Jeremy Rocklehurst. Oh, no. The game is definitely, well, for Waikato, the first sort of 4 or 5 sets, they've managed to keep Canterbury out by, real awesome pressure. They chased down a try, which I thought, as you said, was going to be a touchdown. So they don't lack any effort, Mike.
Yep, I'm thinking Canterbury are going to score here. I think they've sort of dropped their level off since they come back out in the second half. They'll know that. I can hear the comms coming out of the box. Very surprised if there's not a touchdown in the next 4 touches. So you see Davis just linking up with Salisbury.
Yep.
These two, more speed than anyone else has.
Nice. dropped inside the 7. Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, but away they go, they carry on. Oh, look at this. Oh, man, they've got this. Oh, great team. Man, Maniapoto, Jerry, have to go and shake that man's hand. He chased the runaway down. He definitely nailed that one.
Yep, they were beaten on the outside. That's the only option he had. Again, huge gaps between the 2-3 defenders in the middle there for Waikato. Two middles, big gaps as we see.
Man,
sweep around.
It's like a heavyweight belt, eh? They're just throwing, different combinations coming through. They threw a lot at Waikato there, so hats off to Waikato there. But in the end, it was probably the patience for this one. So he comes around on a sweep, Tauwhare checks off, and you'll just see Rodder's nice clean plant. One actually gets out of the touch, and then he steps back, goes under, down. Ooh, just got his 2 feet over, but ball down there by Canterbury. They go up to an 8-3 lead. And if you didn't know the score, Mai, you probably wouldn't pick that score, would you? Like just watching the start of the second half.
Yeah, I wouldn't say any team's been great in the second half, though. I guess Hicks, there's been a number of drop balls, number of errors in the yards. We have a sweet play here from Beattie coming round, chucks it back nice and early. Shut there from, was that Scotty Grant? Shut.
Sure did.
Fresh 6. We'll have to see Gavin come back out for this set. Looks like Beattie has got it in hand.
Yeah, Beattie there.
Him and Dan Moore. Outside Moore. Beattie throws the outside.
Yeah. Just trying to move them there, Cotterill, Quentin. It's good to see this variety within the Waikato team. And awesome to see, these last 2 finals have been a Canterbury-Waikato final, hasn't it?
Yep.
Picks here. Oh, over the top. Ooh, definitely caused a few troubles there, Dan Moore. But here goes the exit. Withers. Yeah. This is where the energy. Here goes Grant Robinson. Nice and direct forward they go. Off the ball. Hamish Skimmel, coming through the yards there, sending it out. Fergus. Oh, here goes Benny. Here's Scotty. He'll just take his time, Scotty.
Yep, if there's no try here, I think we'll be coming back for a penalty.
Oh, big easy.
As he just casually lays down on the ground, he looks up to the ref. I think he thought he was going to originally call a touch. He just looks up to the ref and gives the old, oh, come on, as we see Scotty Grant after a great drive there from Ben Seebeck. Pass on the money, like always, out to the winger. Good. Latched the wing defender in, just passed it back into Eli. He got a nice dot down.
It's still Waikato, they still chase right to the last minute, don't they? They don't make any effort. Be good to see if they nice to see them go to a 32 platform and sort of open up this Canterbury defence.
Johnny Wilson, as we see, will come into dummy half. Royden Glassy, yeah, this is where I think he's more useful. Definitely Royden, he's a beautiful passer of the ball, got great vision, great skills. Just tries to lock in one of the defenders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could see what they were doing there, just a little inside ball, wasn't it?
And that's actually a combination from back in the days in the under-19s, under-21s, the Roy, the Ma, the Dylan combination. So it's great to see those lads still getting an opportunity to play.
Yeah, well, they'd have a lot of memories down here. Also, they're through the era of the sport. But here we go, slowly starting to move the ball around a bit. Moving it around and opening it up a bit more through the field. A nice finish in this right-hand corner.
Yep, great use of the legs there, leg speed.
Great use of the leg speed. And once again, these adjudicators, they are right on the money.
As we see, just to set out Mikey Davis, I would be scared to be on the field when he is. Just his pace around Glassy, drew the winger in, nice pass, good depth there from the number 6 from Canterbury. Mark Elliott just dots down for another one. And this lead, this game's starting to get away from the Waikato 40 men's hooker.
Yeah, and I see we've got a new adjudicator on the field, Maya. So, Maya, we obviously have the 3 that take the field. There's always a reserve, is that correct?
Yeah, in the finals anyway, there's always a reserve, but there's generally a referee hanging around the field just in case we have an injury. And just unfortunately, Stace just got a bit of I think it was a cork in the quad or in the hamstring. Referee on that. What do we have here? Oof. Nice defence there from Ben Seebeck on screen.
And just don't miss a beat also, with a referee just subbing straight in.
Yep.
It wasn't quite noticeable, but we do know who's who amongst the refs. This is lovely to watch. Canterbury, they'll start opening it up now that they've obviously got forward pass off the ruck, Mauri.
Yep, forward pass off the ruck, and get right on the money there from the official.
Yep, he hasn't missed any of those today, has he?
No. 10 minutes to go.
And it's the right call when no one moans. You don't see them throw their hands up, or
especially when he goes on the field and he just runs off.
You said it. Not me, Eli.
Waikato just getting their subs on. So we see Beattie with the ball. Cottrell and Moore just work their way around to the right side. 32 pick. Tonga on the ball, looking for his options.
Through the hands.
Beattie with a beautiful pass.
If anyone deserves a touchdown from this Waikato men's teams, it's definitely Jerry Maniapoto. It's just a well-conversed try there.
And good pass from Beattie. He's actually shown in earlier games too that I've seen him. He's got a beautiful pass on him both ways, as we see Tonga just 32 picks. Sees that defending link from Canterbury, shut in too hard. Drawn pass, right on the money, and we have the winger there, Jerry Maniapoto, going over to get Waikato up to 4 tries. Canterbury still on 10, big gap there.
Good to see Tonga on the ball. He's been playing that sort of yards defensive role, but he's got a lot of game, and you're right, you can just see awesome combination of that little Deutz play. Great touch. He just nipped him there.
There definitely needs to be a protest put in by all the 40 men's team. Mikey Davis shouldn't be allowed in this grade.
Okay.
if you're fast enough for the opens.
He's going to be told to get back to the 30s, is he?
The opens, I think.
Yeah.
Tofare in the middle with Davis, as we see. Not quite square roll ball. Must have been 2 wrongs, make a right there. Tofare unfortunately caught with the ball.
Johnny Wilson, he did out some great D there in that set. Nice work. They've actually, there's just been a couple of sets where Waikato didn't actually make the most of it, just to tighten this one up. But this is what class looks like. If you've just tuned in, this is the Bunnings Warehouse 2023 Touch National Championship. We are in Te Papaioia, Palmerston North, Manawatu. Beautiful lands of Rangitania. Here's the skip ball. That's the play that's actually really looking nice for them, isn't it? Pick, early feed to the link. And it's Beattie again, so they've probably had a little chat in the sub box, Maya?
I'm really surprised Gavin didn't go long, because as we've seen in the last 4 sets down on attack, Canterbury crew are shutting hard. And you've seen the winger make that touch a good 20 metres in field there, so I wouldn't be surprised if Gavin realises that and they're just going to keep coming back this way, but throwing long until they set that up. And here he has it, number 6.
Mark Elliott. Mate, he'd be close to MVP for me.
I wonder why he slowed up there. Looked like he had the gas to go all the way. Good cover again from the Waikato defence.
I think he didn't have any support on his inside. Here goes Benny. He's calling someone out. Oh, there he goes. He's going to actually go get him himself. There goes Scotty. Oh, yeah. Johnny Maniapoto. Mate. Very, very impressive. Especially around the defence.
Yep, really, really good. Big engine, big heart. Got that run away. Stopped a few certain tries. See back again here with Scotty. Just simple out ball.
Great work. Yeah, nice. Too sharp defensively, Beattie there. Rodgers tried the old stop starter. Well, here we go. Awesome D. Yeah, man, I really like the look of this line defence from Waikato. They're really making Canterbury pull everything out of the old touch book there. Good touch also. Once again, nice and stable. They're just going to finish wide here. That's another great set from, I think, the last 2 sets. They've kept them out. But good to see them now, as you said earlier, that their far wing is biting. So if they could get a nice pick off the back end and go long, Mike?
Yep, but before they get there, this is the key part. They need to be accurate. Make sure they get the ball away. And they've got to get down that other end first and foremost.
Definitely.
See here, rolling in, 4th touch, so they're going to have one more to set it up. So we see Hugh on the back of this. Oh, I think they got taxed a touch there.
Oh, the tax man. Did he show up again,
yeah,
bro?
He showed it twice in a row.
Twice in a row? He always shows up when I'm with you, bro, the old tax man.
Never when you're by yourself, is that what you're saying?
Wait, I don't see him at all.
Here we go, Eli. always looking like he should have a surfboard. He's just so chilled and cruising around the touch field.
Top bloke, the Big Easy.
Mikey back on.
Here goes Big G. Grant Robinson, feeds him early.
Not entirely sure what this one was. Maybe that tax return. Took one touch off them down that end. I'll give you another 6 up this end as we have Waikato going into this next set. 10-4 down.
I like that one.
5 minutes.
Everyone likes a little bit of tax return there, Maya.
Fortunately, Ma just got touched there. Would have had some good yards, Glassy.
Yep, lifting here.
When you look at Glassy, you'd love him to just really drive, and have someone like Gavin Downs picking off the end.
Yeah, yep.
5th touch, nothing really on here.
Yep. Coming through here, we've got just under 4 minutes remaining. Canterbury are leading Waikato in the 40 men's gold medal match 10-4. Judicator has been awesome. We had a slight injury with one of the refs and they made a quick change, but the tempo of the game has remained the same.
See the number 13 there from Waikato, Jeremy. Really struggling with that calf injury, but look at him there, Hooker, just still going hard. Really lifted his comms. Grant drops on Glassy. Seebeck picks up, looking for phase play. Again, heading back towards. Oh,
man. Just ruthless, these dudes. Definitely just punishing. Here we go again. I thought Ben ran away from the space.
Yeah, me too.
But he knew exactly what he was up to. And there we go. And still had to dive. Committed defence there by Dan Moore. Waikato will have the ball. Just over 3 minutes remaining in this final. And Tonga's back on. He's actually, once he started getting into this attack, Tonga, he's been going well. They definitely changed the tempo, him and Gav. They've got a slightly different tempo. Tonga's going to come around on a sweep there. He's going to feed, may bounce back, run a phase. Gav's on the ball, feed him live, and it's definitely got to go long. But look at that defence from Canterbury. Gee, don't they just slide so well?
Tonga thought that must have been the 6th touch.
Yeah, I thought it was ball to ground there, but I have no badge as a ref, so I won't comment on that call.
Neither does Peter McIntyre, but he thinks he's a black badge anyway. As we're just looking to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Gavin just finishes. Ooh, what is that for? Forward pass.
Forward pass, nice on the mark there. 2.5 minutes to go. Here come on the fresh troops from Canterbury. Yeah, man, it's quite interesting seeing these guys out here, Maya, because this is actually the number one field that they've won so many gold medals in the Opens, and they're still here, still love the game, don't they, Maya? Still pumping.
Yeah, and just their conditioning, as we see, probably the most well-conditioned athlete in the Masters grade, Mikey Dave, just so sharp. So, I mean, why wouldn't you keep playing if you could, Hooker?
Well, D-Dub Athletic, that's the Mikey Davis, the strength conditioning business that he owns. Man, he gives so much back. That's a nice touch, like, as you said, quick as anything. Made the touch, turned, chased, touched him, and so that's a great effort there. Excellent effort. Might need a compliment. Who was that? Looked like, was it Quentin Cottrell? Better get the right man, because if I'm calling the wrong dude, they may tell someone on the D floor tonight. There goes Tonga. Been impressed with him. He's got a lot of experience coming through. This looks like the start of the game with this energy. Beatty, there's my man Johnny Maniapoto coming through, and here we have Tamarius, and he's had a great game. Comes back through. Over the top, right to left, beautiful pill. Just needs this. Oh, look at this. Johnny Maniapoto. He's going to dot down.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny, unlucky. Oh, touch and pass.
Forward pass, I think, just from the looks of that signal.
Okay, yep. Here we go. This one here. Oh, that one there. Look at this. The old washing machine. Goes along, but look at 6. Elliott doesn't give up. 6 for man. They've had a great ding dong battle out here on the white side.
Yeah, and I don't think either of them has subbed. Well, definitely Elliott hasn't in the second half.
No, well, the conditioning, Maniapoto's in excellent shape. Here comes Eli. Yep. Oh, yeah. Stretched the field really well, and Scotty Grant will get it, and he may have the last say in this game. probably get it back. Little two-step, three, Scotty goes. Yeah, in the corner, steps back, great touch. Man, I've just been so impressed with Waikato's line defence, the never give up attitude by. But there we have it. This is the 40 men's final, and Canterbury, they will be crowned the 2023 national champions. As the final score, Canterbury wins this one. Congratulations to Canterbury and also Waikato for making the final. But these are your 2023 40 men's champions, Canterbury.
This Touch New Zealand event is proudly supported by Bunnings Warehouse. This Touch New Zealand event is proudly supported by Bunnings Warehouse.